Hey, crafty friends. Stacy here with a fun, super fun shaving cream technique tonight. So I'm just making sure I'm live. One second. I'm live here on Facebook. Yes, I am. Awesome. If you are with me live, please let me know. Let me just get this going so I can see if I receive any comments. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So, welcome. If you're here with me live, like I said, say hello. If not, if you're catching this replay on YouTube, absolutely let me know that you're watching. I love when people give me shout outs on YouTube and I go over there and I could say hello as well. So, what we're going to be playing with tonight is the Endless Love Bundle. So, if you were with me on Saturday, I did my virtual class, which is these 4 cards. We had the shaker card. These 2 hearts open up, a nice fun fold. Here's another, and then here's the 4th. So if you shop with me throughout the month of January, any $25 or more order, I will automatically send you the tutorial free. So today, January 6th, 2026, we had a lot of new products go live today. We have a new mini catalog. We have some online exclusives, and I see that I had a few women place orders, so your tutorial will be in your inbox tonight after this video airs. But anyway, again, I'm playing with Endless Love. So what I'm doing here for the entire year is I will be featuring a bundle the first Saturday of the month, and then every Tuesday thereafter for that month, I'm going to use the same bundle but give you a new project. So tonight we're going to be doing the shaving cream technique. This is an oldie but goodie. I love it. I'm going to start bringing back some of the fun techniques that we forget about, right? Hey, Jean, how you doing? Hey, Susan, thanks for joining. So you're going to need shaving cream, and this is the whipped shaving cream, not the gel-like. And you're going to need some reinkers. So this is another way, right, to use up some of your stash. We buy these things, but when we re-ink our pads, this will last forever and ever. So this is a way to do that. So I'm using Strawberry Slush and Poppy Parade. So I would get a few colors that coordinate. Again, I'm using 2, so I would do 2 to 3 at max. Um, Hoping to get a look tonight. Yes, good. I'm so glad that you were able to be home, Susan, from work, so you can catch me live tonight. All right, so this is just a super easy card we're going to do. I did want to show you. So this is the new packaging for our stamps and thin cuts, and these are the stamps. So you see all the stamps that you get in this set. Hello, Janice. And then here's those dies. So I love these dies. I'm going to show you just a few of them that you get in the set, and then I'll show you the ones that I'm using for tonight. So a fun X and O. This is the tag that you get in the bundle. Here's, I call this like the medium heart, and I cut this out of DSP. So always remember to cut your dies out of DSP. This is the outlined heart right here. I love this. I cut that in some silver metallic. Here's one of the arrows, the small arrows. This is a heart that cuts out like a charm. And then here, I did the shaving cream technique as well and cut out that other element there. So let me just get these out of the way. I will show you the pieces and parts for tonight's card. I already went ahead and cut everything out. So I cut out 2 of the longer arrows in the silver foil cardstock, and I'm going to show you how to connect those to make one long arrow. I have a small arrow also in silver. I have a few silver hearts. These also cut out. You can make all of your own gems and embellishments from this set because you get lots of little hearts in here. These also cut out, so it gives you some great elements for your cards. I did that X and O also in the silver. I cut out real red and strawberry slush, one of those hearts. And then I cut out the larger heart with the DSP from that bundle, or from the suite, which is Made with Love, 12 by 12 DSP. This paper came out today. It's item number 167054. Let me just show you. You get 6 sheets of DSP that are double-sided. I've cut these down smaller because it's just easier for me to show you. So this is one, and that's the back side. Here's another, and the back side. That one. And then I'll bring that up. It's because it's light. That's the back. Hey Janice, how you doing? DSP. I love this one. Actually, my most favorite is this one. And that's the back. I love the back side of that too. And then the X and O, and then striped. So you get 2 12 by 12 sheets of each of these for a total of 12 DSP sheets. All right, so I'm going to get all of this out of my way because this is just fun assembling we're going to be doing. But let's get to the shaving cream. So first I want to show you on this heart right here, I did cut that out of shaving cream as well. So I made a smaller piece. I already went ahead and did this, and then I let that dry, and then I just cut out my die cut. So just think of that you can make coordinating embellishments as well as your background. Okay, so that's also needed for my card, but I can cut another one out of this. So this, it's looking red through the camera, but it's more pink. So it's just the way the camera is showing the background. All right, so I'm going to show you the demonstration, and I already have a few pieces made up just in case, for the sake of being on camera, anything gets messed up. So I have 2 paper plates. I have, now this is watercolor paper. You can use regular cardstock. I'm sorry, this is watercolor cardstock, but you can use any cardstock. It just might bend. So you just want to maybe lay it flat under something. But again, this is the watercolor cardstock. So 2 paper plates. I have one of these tools, a scraping tool, plaster tool, whatever you want to call it, but you're going to need one of these, and lots of paper towels. Okay. So first, what we're going to do is I'm going to take one plate out of the way, and we're just going to focus on one. And I just want to tell you a few pieces. I have no tutorial for you or PDF printout. You really don't need one. I'm just using a basic card base. I have a piece of cloud cover. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. That's really it. Then my watercolor paper is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your shaving cream, and you're going to start going circular on your paper. Don't make a high ice cream cone. You kind of want to stick onto your plate and just go around it like a sausage ring or something. So I'm going to hold my plate up so it doesn't make that noise. So you'll see what I mean here. I think that's good enough. Okay. See, without the glare, I just have it kind of flat down to my paper plate. Oh, and you're also going to need a butter knife. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my reinkers. Now, some reinkers are lighter than others. Some are darker. Some colors really like mask another color. I've been doing this technique for many years. So I always use a light and a dark. That's kind of how, in the same family. So these are like pinks and reds, but a light and a dark, even though it comes out super dark. So my strawberry slush is what I'm considering my light, and my poppy parade dark. So pick some 2 to 3 that coordinate. I've done this before with blues, and I did a light, medium, and dark shade, and I really like that. It was for like water looking. Maybe I'll have to do that again. So I'm going to do about 10 or 12 drops of strawberry slush. Okay, just like that, just drop some drops around. That was about 12. And I'm going to do the same with the Poppy Parade. And they're going to kind of look the same. And I try to get it in different spots. Okay, actually, I think I did each one 13 times. Okay, so that's what I did because I really want a marbleized effect. Okay, so let me bring that up so you can see. It's just icing, right? All right. So now you're going to take your butter knife and you want me to just zoom in just a tad here. So you're going to take your butter knife and you're just going to cut through it. Don't swirl it around. You want to cut through it. So one, just as many times as you want, just start cutting through it. And you see it makes these swirl marks, right? So that's all you want to do. And then if you start getting too much on your knife, that's what the paper towels are for. I'm telling you, you're going to get really inky. Mine came off. I washed my hands. I was playing earlier today. Okay. So you're cutting through to mix up. It looks like the candy cane ribbon, right? Okay. So that's what you want to go for. Swiping it around. Then I have my paper towel right here. Now you're going to take that. Let me make sure this is my 4 by 5 1/4. And all you want to do is push this down in here. Okay, this is where you're going to get messy because you got to touch the stuff. So you push it down there and then pick it up and look. Oh, what is that? You're probably thinking to yourself. So now get down in the middle. I lift it up, right? And then see that end there? We want to get the end nice and good. Okay, so this is where now I'm going to bring in my other plate with my scraper, okay? Or you can do this on a flat surface, but see how I'm already getting all that on me? Hold and then swipe down, and that is where the magic happens. Now you can swipe it on your plate, you can swipe it in a paper towel, whatever you want to do. Okay, so you see, all you do is swipe it and it makes this marbleized look. Okay, now what I want to tell you is this is beautiful. But if you want more coloring down here, then all you do, bring your plate back in and then go back in for a second time. Push it down where you need more of the mixture, maybe a little bit right there. Okay, turn it over. Don't worry about the backside. It's going to get all dirty. All right, so now I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm only sticking with these colors. I could have showed you, some different variations. I have lots of reinkers, but I just didn't want to contaminate my card and do multiple colors. So I did some practice runs tonight in case this one got messed up and because it's wet. And I just kept using the same colors. So I think that's good, right? But that's the point. Go in and keep dipping it in the mixture as much as you want. Now, I wouldn't go in that mixture. That's just going to give you a blob. But when it's kind of separated like that, that's what gives you that marbleized effect. So I'm thinking I just want a little bit more on this area. So I'm just going to get a little bit more on there. And then, yeah. Perfect. Okay, let me just zoom out. Second, let me get I see a little bit here. Okay, now I'm going to take a clean paper towel and just set that there. And I'm going to grab a wipe and clean my hands because I don't want to make. Now, your fingers are going to stain because it is re-inker. But like I said, I was playing a lot before and washed my hands several times after dinner, washed dishes, and it's all come off. But right now, excuse me, that's what I have. Okay, I just don't want to mess and get any marks on my project here. All right, so I think that looks great. I'm going to clean up and get all of this out of the way and bring in my supplies now. like I said, I played already earlier, and these are dry. So I'll obviously use this because they're dry. Now look at this one. You're never gonna get, actually, I like this one the best. You're never gonna get the same look. I probably could have went in more there, but see, I wasn't really happy with this one. This one I really like now. This one is very marbleized and very separated. And I probably could have went in a little bit more there, but to each their own. So each variation is different. You're never, look at that. There was a little on there. You're never going to get the same look. But I do love that one. We're going to let that one dry. I'm going to use the middle one, and I'll keep this one for another project. Okay, my hands are clean. I'll bring my card back in. So now I'm going to bring in my card base. Let's do some stamping. So we want to stamp the inside of the card. On this one, I used a stamp from my stash from last year. My heart belongs to you. But on today's card, I'm going to use the Happy Valentine's Day from the Endless Love stamp set. So I have on my block Happy Valentine's and then the day underneath. So I just set that up on my piece of paper how I wanted each one, and then I put my block down to pick it up. So you can see it there. It's perfect there. So I just want to stamp the inside of my card, Happy Valentine's Day, and I'm using my Poppy Parade. I hope you are enjoying all the new products that came out today. Like I said, we have the new mini catalog, we have some new online exclusives, and 3 new kits. This is my new trick now. I stamp down and I rub on my surface, and I get a perfect image. So that's for the inside. I'm going to take that smaller arrow. I just want to get my inside of the card finished. And I'm going to put that pointing Happy Valentine's Day. I think that's cute for the inside, right? All right. Now I'm going to take one of our banners, and I have on here Hugs and Kisses. So on my sample card, I put Today and Always. I'm going to use Hugs and Kisses for this one, and I die cut another one in case I mess this up. I don't trust myself sometimes with stamping, especially stamping live. And I think it came out wonderful. So we'll just put this in our little bucket of extra dies from that set. And I think that's all the stamping that I need for today. So I can put this away. Oh, actually, I lied. I want to take my envelope, and I'm using that outline stamp, and I just want to put a heart in the corner there. So let's do that. Don't forget to stamp your envelopes and decorate your envelopes. Oh, there's Bodhi. Cute. And I'm going to do one other thing on the envelope, but we'll do that last. So we'll take that out of the way now. I just wanted to get the stamping done. Okay, so where's my card base? I'm going to come in with that cloud cover, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Where is it? Now I want my seal. Here it is. And this is a brand new one, so hopefully it works. Yes. Isn't it nice to open a new seal? Okay. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then this is our next layer. That's going to go right there. And you want to get a good amount of ink on adhesive on this, or use tear and tape. So I'm just going to make sure I get really close to the edge, like I said, because and this is watercolor paper, and it still could curl just a tad. So you now want to layer this one. Move in a little bit. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. I love 1/8 of an inches. Okay. Sweet. So now we're going to come in with this die and just flat down to the paper there. Don't you hate when DSP is pretty on both sides and you got to cover up one side? All right. Put that right at the top. All right. Now you want to get those two long arrows that come in the set. And all we're going to do is attach them together, just like that. No one will ever know. Do you ever see those reels? No one will ever know. All right. So all we need is a little bit of adhesive on the point there, and then just attach it just like that. Okay. And I don't have that popped up or anything, so I just have it flat down to the on the card base. So now I'm going to use my tape adhesive that doesn't need me to push so hard like my seal, because these are a little delicate. I have so many adhesives, different adhesives I use for different things when I'm crafting, and I just want to get that right down in the middle, just like that. Okay, so that is a secret. Shh, don't tell anybody. All right, now our heart in the middle there, I want to pop that up on some adhesive. So next Tuesday, I have a treat box for Valentine's Day we're going to make. And I may be using Endless Love, so everything is love themed or Valentine themed, but you can certainly just use any paper, any sentiments, and create a birthday card, a thank you card. This is just a really fun, pretty design, and it smells awesome. And I've made this cards like this 2, 3 years ago. They still smell, the ones I have in my stash. Okay, so you just want to put that right down. We're going to take our hugs and kisses and put that right in the middle. Oh, but first I want to grab one of those little hearts. One of these little hearts right here. Where is my tweezer? Let me grab another tweezer. A little green glue. Just right there at the bottom. And then we're going to try to cover that hole. There we go. Perfect. All right. So now I'm going to put a little adhesive on my heart, just because I don't want to lose that silver heart on here, because it's probably still wet. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to take these two hearts here and I want to layer them together a little bit, not so close. I have these two really close. I want to get that down a little bit. So I'm going to put some adhesive on this side of the heart and then layer them together how I want them. No, I do want them a little closer. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to get the XO on here. So let me bring those in. And then that heart. So I think I'm going to use this adhesive and put X. I really, really had a lot of fun playing with this set. And like I said, next week we're going to do a treat box. Then the following week I have a hidden message card that we're going to use. That's going to be super fun. That's actually my husband's Valentine's Day card. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little dot of green glue for that heart right there. And then the last week in January, the last Tuesday, we're going to be doing a scrapbook layout. I hope to do a scrapbook layout once a month. That is my goal to do in addition to all my cards. Okay, so now I want to get some adhesive, foam adhesive on the back of this. But I don't want to mess up that little heart I just put on with the green glue. That could still be wet. So I'm going to hold this. Just get some foam on the back. I appreciate those who are still watching me. Thank you so much. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube on the replay, let me know that you have watched it. I am using a lot of adhesive, a lot of foam adhesive here. Okay. So now, just like that. Okay. There you go. And my done. We did the inside. Happy Valentine's Day. Here's our marbleized outside XO. Super cute. This is not even. I gotta fix that. One thing I like about this one adhesive I use, it's not permanent right away, so I have some time. There we go. Okay, one last thing. Let me zoom out. One last thing I wanted to show you was on that envelope, right? I'm gonna try not to forget about my envelope so much this year. Where is my silicone mat? I did this on my class on Saturday. So you want to take your flap, your envelope flap, whatever envelopes you're using. All you need is a 6x2 piece of DSP. So I'm undecided if I want to use this side or I want to use this side. I think I'm going to use this side. Okay, so all you need to do is fully cover the back flap with adhesive. Okay, and then once you do that, you're going to put your DSP on the back and just burnish that down. Hey, Denise. So the card smells because my shaving cream smells. You know how shaving cream smells? It just has that clean smell. So that's what your card smells like. So if your shaving cream has a scent to it, your card will have a nice scent to it. So now if I grab my scissors, all we're going to do is fussy cut and trim that DSP around. And you can also make a background like this in your larger 12 by 12s base pages, and you could do this marbleized effect in your scrapbooks. You will get super inky doing a page that big. Okay, so and there you have it. Look at the flap. I think this matches the card perfectly. No worries, Denise. Okay, so there you have it. That is tonight's class. And this was the shaving cream technique. Again, you're using shaving cream, not the gel type, the whip type. And then you want to choose about 2 to 4 reinkers. So the card that I made tonight, I used Poppy Parade and Strawberry Slush. So here was tonight's card. Then we did our envelope a little bit. And again, just a reminder, here is my card class this month. So the kit is available. If you want to purchase the kit, you'll get all the pieces and parts to make this. And that's on my CraftyDivaUSA.com website, as well as instant downloadable tutorials for purchase. Or you can earn the tutorial free by just making a $25 purchase with me. And like I said, we had lots of new products go on sale today. So I did have some sales. So if you're watching and you placed an order today, your tutorial will be in your inbox tonight or tomorrow morning, the latest. So I hope you like this video. Give me a like, share this video. Like I said, the replay will be up on YouTube, so you can find it there. And if you have any questions, about the technique or how I did it tonight or any of the products I use, be sure to leave a comment here, or you can always reach out to me. I'm always available. Thanks, Susan. I'm glad you like it. You never saw this before? I'm surprised because you've been at my virtuals for a long time. And I know I did this a few times already, but I'm glad it was new for you. So don't forget your envelopes. And again, I hope you enjoyed this super fun card and this super fun bundle. Endless Love became available today on my Stampin' Up store. So thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your night and have a great week.